Playboi Carti's Whole Lotta Red effect. Maybe soon we will say Ken Carson's AGC effect. Playboi Carti, the maestro of mumble and the titan of trap, has spawned a legion of imitators, disciples, and outright clones. It's a testament to his influence that the Carti sound is not just a mere trend, but a growing phenomenon, set to flourish for years to come. Some of these Carti wannabes have elevated their thievery into full-fledged careers, raiding Carti's swag vault for every sonic morsel. They've snatched his sound, pilfered his beats, and even purloined his swag. But can you blame them like on God can you? He's the GOAT. I mean, soon Yate will surpass him, but Carti's the GOAT. Let's delve into this motley crew of Carti knockoffs and trace the evolution of their sounds, uncovering the peculiarities that draw comparisons to the Carti Colossus. First up, Cochise. He's no stranger to the TikTok fame game, riding the tidal wave of Carti comparisons back in 2020. In a year where almost every track he dropped on TikTok was graced with "Is this Carti?" comments, Cochise was catapulted into the algorithmic stratosphere. The algorithm gods smiled upon him, and the masses began to use his tracks for their content. Sure, Cochise might not have been a fashion doppelganger, but the neon-colored wardrobe did raise an eyebrow or two. Cochise even hopped on the fan-made beat wagon to promote his music, a tactic reminiscent of Carti's own playbook. The similarities deepened as the Playboi bunny symbol began popping up and lo-fi aesthetics became the norm. His beat selection, well, it was like a culinary delight of Carti's favorite dishes, ranging from Pierre Bourne type beats to semi-hyperpop concoctions. But does that equate to cloning? Perhaps not entirely. After all, in the world of underground hip-hop, using similar beats can be as common as sharing recipes. Then there's the matter of Cochise. He didn't just sip from the Carti cup, he gulped it down. Pieces of Carti's vocals were molded into his own, which stirred the wrath of the Carti fanatics. Listen to Redhead, one of Cochise's early tracks, and you can practically hear the Carti echoes, especially in those ad-libs. Yet, despite the audible evidence, the Carti fans still held a grudge. To them, originality was a myth, and anyone daring to channel their Lord and Savior was deemed a clone. But here's the twist. Kotikes carved his niche. He swayed away from Carti's shadow, cultivated his fan base, and dabbled in whatever musical concoctions he fancied. Tracks like Tell 'Em and Perm Term have their own unique flavor, despite the lingering Carti ad-libs. Now let's talk about Vamp Leak, or should I say Lifeless Garments, a name that might sound more like a plumbing mishap than an artist, but hear me out. Vamp Leak readily admits that some of their flows sound like Carti's. In fact, they go a step further and claim to be a superior rapper when it comes to flow, a bold proclamation, to say the least. You can't deny the similarities in their older music, but Vamp Leak has real talent, producing tracks that resonate with listeners. And hey, every artist mentioned here churns out good music. Vamp Leak's beat selection often aligns with the Pierre-type beats, and his current tunes are inspired by Carti's Whole Lotta Red. Sure, he changed his name to match the Carti aesthetic, but that Carti-esque cadence is unmistakable in tracks like Sansa and Being Crazy. While some might consider him an obvious copycat, Vamp Leak takes his artistry seriously. And to be honest with you, I love his music despite all the hate he gets. And now, we reach the notorious Mario Judah. Remember him? He made a grand entrance in 2020, but disappeared just as quickly, like a comet across the musical sky. The key to his rise was not Carti related, but when Carti failed to drop Whole Lotta Red as promised in November, Mario Judah was irked, infuriated even. He declared he'd make Whole Lotta Red himself, and to everyone's surprise, he delivered. This audacious act saw him self-producing a whole album, showcasing his influences from Carti's Flatbed Freestyle and various other tracks. The result? An album that, while certainly not Carti's, shared an aesthetic resemblance to the beats on Whole Lotta Red. But this audacious move didn't earn him Carti's favor. In fact, Carti's team denounced the album as trash and threw a barrage of insults at Judah. Carti's fans joined the chorus of discontent, yet Judah left the album up on Spotify, a testament to his determination. Remember that imitation can be the sincerest form of flattery, And perhaps the legacy of Carti will be a colorful, neon-soaked chapter in the history of hip-hop, with countless stars orbiting his gravitational pull.